unveiled, so you may come a little closer to photograph it if you want.
We're getting there.
And I'm going to tell you about this oven. Welcome people from Canada, your first time here, yeah? And welcome everyone, by the way. Some of you have been here before. I've even had people from Samoan Islands and what's the other, Marshall? That's a long way away, but even though it's in the Pacific. Welcome everybody. It's really nice to have you here, and it's particularly to share with you this wonderful experience of the Samoan cooking. This is a Samoan oven and it's called umu. Now if you're looking at it right now, that's the covering that it takes to seal it, and sealing the umu is part of the most important prep for the umu, because if you don't seal it with these leaves, any kind of heat escape or steam, that means it won't cook. So that's the most important thing about the oven that you can learn. And right now we're unveiling, and all these are banana leaves. We need a rather big plantation to cover the umu. Fortunately, we only make this oven once a week. But the thing is, we cover it, and then so it takes about 2 days to prepare for this oven. There's a lot of labor involved in this, and probably one of the reasons why the men do the cooking and not the women.
I didn't know that.
It requires all kinds of labor. I mean, to go up to plantation, and as you can see, our plantation is like this. It's not like this. It's not a flat island. Of course you know that. It's the widest area is 5 miles wide, and we're 20 miles long. So you can imagine everything is uphill. So collection of these leaves, collection of the firewood. Now firewood must burn for 2 hours. You can't just collect anything that might cook for an hour or even an hour or less. You need to heat those rocks for 2 whole hours. He's removing fish. This is how we wrap our fish in Samoa. We take the banana leaf and prepare your fish, and then you wrap it inside there and put it at the very top. That was a 3rd layer of the umu. We make anywhere from 1st, 2nd, or 3rd layers, and tonight we have 3rd layer because we have a fish in there. And we caught this fish. We went fishing for the fishing tournament. We just finished, and that's what we caught. So we build an oven, and that's how you heat the rocks. You build an oven pretty much like this shape. We make a square using logs and hold the whole fire in and build the fire. On top of that fire, you place rocks, and these are the rocks that we heat for cooking. It takes about 2 hours for the rocks to burn, to heat. And then after 2 hours, all the coals should be cooking down to smaller little coals, and then that's when it's ready. So you want your fire to cook for 2 whole hours. And then after that, then we level the rocks using a long stick, because you probably have to be here because it's so hot. You wouldn't stand the heat. It's just heavy. It's just so hot, hotter than anything ever is. You can see the rocks, they're transparent when they're properly heated, red, and you can see right through them. That's how hot they have to be. This oven we made for 20 people or less than 30 people. And so we build this fire, and after 2 hours, everything is, the fire, the rocks are already heated now. Then we remove everything, remove the logs, and then we place the food inside the 1st layer. You see how it's still steaming? And no oil goes in this, it's all steaming. It's all about steaming the food. And that's after 3 hours. You can come closer please, and take photos. You can take photos of the food in there. Yeah, come closer. Yeah, and those are papayas, those red things. And the shells, you see our coconut shells. Inside those shells are prawns. One of them is fish casserole, and the other one is baby taro leaves in coconut cream sauce, which is a vegetarian dish. And as you can see, that's the 2nd layer. So we remove the fish, remove the leaves, and the reason why you put fish way up here, because they don't require that much cooking, so it needs to be way at the top so it steams.
So what kind of fish do you have?
We have mahi-mahi, and what's the other one, Ken?
Wahoo.
Wahoo.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And these shells are from the coconut shell. We collect the coconut, and then we husk them, and then we grate them, get the coconut cream out of them, and then we turn around and use the shells to make our casserole dishes. Wow. Yeah, so we use all this stuff from the environment. San Diego. And you see all these rocks, those are not lava rocks. Those are rocks from a real basalt rock quarry we have behind our property by the waterfalls. And you don't want to use lava rocks, it'll blow up in your face. So then we remove the second layer, and the layer here they're removing is food that requires less cooking, I should say. Less cooking. The ones inside, see both sides are covered with rocks underneath there. Food that requires more cooking, which is your meat and breadfruits. Tonight you're gonna have breadfruit and fish and all that vegetable there. And then we also have octopus. We have duck.
The octopus is mine. That's all I'm saying.
Pork, turkey. We have lamb. So I hope you're hungry. And of course, the best way to eat Samoan food is with your hands. You won't taste how good it is unless you use your hands. Get the full flavor. And that's a Samoan oven. It's totally portable. You can make this oven anywhere, so long as you have the basic ingredients: rock, food, and leaves to cover. That's it. The rest, easy. And that is a papaya that is seasoned with cinnamon.
I like brownies.
So for those of you who eat only veggies, we got a lot of, and a pumpkin. That's why. So we have quite a bit of veggie in here for you.
And they're like, do they like, because I haven't seen them dessert. They do.
So these tongs, we use tongs to move the rocks around because they're so hot. You can't use these things, the tongs, metal tongs from the kitchen. When you maneuver the rocks, when we get ready to cover the food, we need to use those tongs. They're made from the back of the coconut leaf. The distribution of the Samoan oven is really important in Samoa. This meal is taking place every Sunday. And the chiefs on island also get their special meal. They're the first one to get the basket of food on Sunday's meal tonight. And then the next one will be the minister. So all chiefs on island, when they have their tonai or their dinner on Sunday, they get a basket of special items. They get what special item? Interesting enough, the fish head goes to the chief.
Likes the eye.
Well, because there are a lot of special delicate stuff in there that they love, and so that's why it goes on. And to the older people too, the senior, you know, like the older, you know, the most senior person in the family. It's not.
We'll give that to you.
And so now we're removing the rocks from the layer there, and that's what does the cooking. So when it's all done, we take all the rocks back and remove and store them until next Wednesday. We do our on Wednesday because we know a lot of you who visit our island and leave on Thursday. So we try to have it ready so you can at least have something to remember our island by, or Tisa's beverage bar. A traditional Samoan oven.
And your neck, you're still.
So this is breadfruit right here.
Part of mine.
So this is what a breadfruit looks like.
That's the breadfruit, huh?
There was an integrity there.
And that thing there, that you wonder what that is, that's octopus.
Yeah, my stepdaughter was a whiner. So she was had to break off school. And she told the party. Yeah. Yeah. It was against his integrity. You know, so she did tell that dog to that line. Where? It's not the words I want to have coming out of my mouth.
So I said guilty.
I think it's right.
So what kind of brother was over here? Where? This is oh, that's turkey. We also have pork. We have lamb ribs.
Wild turkeys on there?
No. That's from the store. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, take that. And this is a pork that's completely fallen apart right now. Oops. It is falling apart. Yeah, cut it. Yeah, it's just so delicious. See, it just falls apart. Yeah, exactly. Just 3. Okay.
Hello.
Hey.
Department of Special Education, State Department.
That's great.
So who are you?
I'm Brittany.
Hi, Brittany. So what's your story?
I'm from Portland, Oregon.
Oh,
You guys
really?
are
What are you guys
apparently
doing
close
here?
by. We just came. It's my mom, my sister, and I, and we just came for a couple days because my stepdad flies for Hawaiian Airlines. So then
Oh.
we can go on Hawaiian Airlines flights, and
Ah.
we've never been here, so we thought
Oh,
we'd come.
okay.
Yeah. What about
That's
you? You're not from Oregon. Originally.
Yes, I am from Oregon.
I don't believe you.
Do you think she's originally from Oregon?
Well, I don't know. She looks like more like she could be from Oregon.
That's true. We
I
commented.
share the complexion.
Yeah.
We can get on that. But you are more tan. Where are you from originally?
Oh, it's the summer.
Yeah. Summer does not help us.
Yeah.
Does not help us. Yeah, that's so good. So what are you specializing in? Grade school or?
All ages, well, actually 0 to the age of 21, because they have an early intervention program made as kind of specialist all the way up to
There are actually some programs for Hawaiian.
Yeah, on this side, students who age out of special.
All right, everybody.
Tomorrow afternoon to
You guys
take a picture of it.
Yeah.